Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about our ankles, right? We're constantly on our feet, even when we're sitting down at a desk, our feet are still the plant, are still the basis of everything. So we have to show our ankles just a little bit more love, working through a range of motion and seeing where the areas of opportunity lie. So, something super simple, you do not need to have a bench. You can use a chair, typically without a cushion if possible. You can use an elevated surface. You can use a stair, right? Just anything that's flat, something that's elevated, because you need a little bit, at least a little bit of height difference. Depending on your hip mobility, gauge that first before going through these progressions. So what we're going to be doing today is literally just taking our foot, placing it, again, for me, I have a bench, but we can use anything we have. Other leg just out to the side. We want to have our legs at least hip width apart. From here, tailbone tucked. I'm trying to keep that heel down on the ground, right? We don't want it to pop up because we really want to work on that ankle mobility. So from here, my stance leg that's on the ground, nice and slightly bent. Use the glute. Use the glute. The glute should be helping. Really, the main focus or main thing stabilizing us, not the knee. Okay, less pressure on the knee. But from here, all I'm doing is keeping my heel down on the ground, and I'm just coming forward. Now, depending on what surface you're using, we can have our hands in front. If you're using up against the wall, we can have our hands up against the wall, and we're just coming forward, right? And big thing here, keeping that heel down on the ground. Now, what we want to try to do or focus on is not just going through it super fast, and also just kind of pushing it out there. The whole body's moving at one unit coming forward. As we're forward, we're just letting that body, letting that ankle just unravel. If we can go about 20 seconds, 30 seconds, shoot. If we can have a whole minute, let's go a whole minute while it's going forward, right? And just hanging out there. Now, another progression we can do, because our ankle doesn't just track forward over our knee. It also does also can go in other angles. So we can also, taking our foot, we can, again, keeping that heel down on the ground, we can take our knee, running it on the outside of our toe, keeping that heel down, bringing it forward, and coming back. We can also, of course, track it right over the knee, keeping that heel down, boom, bringing it forward. Then we can also take that same knee, now then my whole knee is tracking on the inside of my big toe, and we're coming forward and coming back. Again, we want to go nice, slow, and controlled, and we also want to keep that heel down on the ground. I keep it on that elevated surface, and just find that range of motion. The left ankle is going to feel different than the right left ankle and the right ankle, but also see where we're a little bit tighter at or where we have less mobility, right? The better our feet, the better our ankles are able to move, the more efficient we become overall when we're walking, running, sitting, and just overall every movement, since we're always typically on our feet when we move.